Our next contestant number 9, Yuvan. The invisible bottle. The invisible bottle, Yuvan.
My dear friends, let me ask you a question which my mentor, Mr. Tan, posed to my class. He held up a half-filled bottle of water and asked, "How heavy do you think this bottle of water is?" The classroom was filled with different responses. Some yelled, "It's the weight of my maths textbook." Others replied, "As heavy as my Smiggle pencil case." Soon after, he got us to hold up our water bottles with our arms fully extended for 1 minute. By the end of that minute, my arm was trembling. He then said, "Hold it for another 5 minutes." This time round, my mind was screaming for help. Seeing us struggle, Mr. Tan finally asked us to lower our arms. Believe me, it was a relief like no other. We had no idea why Mr. Tan put us through such an ordeal. He then said something that I would never forget. The bottle of water is as heavy for as long as you hold on to it. You see, the bottle of water represents the ever-present and sometimes unrealistic expectations from teachers, parents, and self to achieve. Become a lawyer like your uncle. It's the holidays, and so you can do more revision papers. Sounds familiar? These are a few examples of unrealistic expectations masked as encouragements. We keep holding on to the bottle of water for hours, days, weeks, months, even years, allowing the bottle to be topped up with expectations. When was the last time you were kind to yourself to simply put down the bottle of water for a short while? In my opinion, expectations are necessary, but managing them is crucial to achieve our goals. For me, I held on to the bottle of expectations for years. My primary school education was undergirded with numerous tuition classes and enrichment programs. Piano, taekwondo, swimming, and chess classes, and to add, school holiday camps. My list just grew faster than I did. What started as an exploratory phase to identify my strengths morphed into high expectations for me to do well in all that I learned. It became more challenging for me to hold on to the bottle each day. Did I put the bottle of water down? No. I feared I would disappoint my parents and teachers. My fear silenced me, and I endured. One fateful day, my bottle fell to the ground with a crash, spilling tears of exasperation. I lost confidence, and I broke down. Seeing me fall was a blow to my parents. What changed for me was my teacher's advice to cut my existing commitments so that I could enjoy them in moderation. It did not mean not aspiring to do well anymore. Had I taken charge of the expectations laid upon me, I would not have become so stressed. Since then, I have stepped forward to manage expectations. Every one of us has an invisible water bottle which we are holding. Taking time to put the bottle down helps us to reflect and take charge of expectations without blindly living up to unrealistic preconceived notions. In fact, with the pauses, we might just as well achieve our goals faster. Faster? How can pausing speed up anything, you may ask? Being mindful allows us to prioritize and focus better on what we ought to learn, hence reducing the time wasted on feeling dejected or frustrated. For students out there, the education journey is ultimately a marathon and not a sprint. Let us choose to make it a happier and more fulfilling journey by taking charge of expectations, yours and those added to your invisible bottle. Thank you.